Hi, folks. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about Kamala Harris. We haven't checked in on her in a minute, so I figured we'd take a look and see what she's been up to recently. It's been a while since we last talked about her, and honestly, I'm not even going to spend any time setting up this clip or giving a long introduction because I think these clips speak for themselves. Let's just jump right into this.
You've talked about that you're thinking about running for president, right? How is that thought process going? What's the process in that? And I know you're on a listening tour, and I'm curious what you're hearing from people as you've gone around the country, what people are telling you that maybe you've learned that you didn't know before the process of doing so.
What people are telling me includes that they want to believe in systems. And they've lost trust in those systems. What I hear a lot is that people know that at the end of this administration, there will be a lot of debris. I tell them often, I can't guarantee that it won't get worse before it gets better. But the one thing I do know is at the end of it, there will be a lot of debris. And it would be irresponsible to then address that in a way that we only talk about what should we do, what do we need to do to rebuild. If we do that with any sense of nostalgia, that would be irresponsible. The status quo is not working for a lot of people. And what the people are telling us is that they want things to be better. And in some places, what that sounds like is we want that to be broken. But they don't actually necessarily mean break it through destruction. But they do mean it has to be better.
Anybody want to check and see if she had an aneurysm in the middle of that? Because that quite literally made absolutely no sense. This woman is talking like she's the newest Alzheimer's patient at the retirement home. Nothing is connecting. She's not really speaking to any grievance or concern that people actually have. She's just talking. It's like, yes, people feel something. They want to trust something. They want to trust systems. What? It would have been so much simpler to just say Americans are experiencing a generational distrust of our institutions and we have to do something to fix that. That's a clear statement. That's something people can actually understand. Instead, she says Americans want to trust systems? What systems, lady? Can you outline which ones for us? Can you point it on the map? Can you tell us exactly which systems you're talking about? Everything is just framed in this incredibly abstract language. Then she starts talking about revelation and destruction and all these things Trump is supposedly tearing down. She never really says it directly, but that's clearly what she's alluding to. And at one point, she even acknowledges, albeit indirectly, that people actually like the Trump cuts, which is why she then immediately pivots into talking about how you can't rely on nostalgia to bring all that stuff back. Okay, so can you just be a little more specific? Are you saying you can't rebuild USAID? Is that the goal? Or are you actually trying to tell us that you are going to rebuild it? Is that the goal? I can't tell at this point. Are you saying that some of the trimming of the fat actually made sense? That some of these cuts were good for the country? Is that what you're trying to communicate? If you were president, what exactly would your plan be? Folks, this is the epitome of political speech. Completely indirect, entirely metaphorical, constantly dancing around the topic and avoiding any hard, clear stance. This is exactly what the American public hates. People are tired of politicians who speak for 5 minutes and somehow manage not to answer a single question or take any sort of meaningful position. This isn't even a word salad anymore. At least word salad implies an attempt to communicate something. This is just cowardice incarnate, saying a lot of words without being willing to take a position on any of the key issues those words are supposed to address. And needless to say, it gets even worse because, as we all know, Kamala Harris doesn't just have one mode. She doesn't just have the vague, abstract word salad politician mode. She also has a condescending preschool teacher mode where she sits there and lectures you about how wonderful everything is, how we're all in this together, kumbaya, sunshine and rainbows.
I really, truly believe this. We each have light inside of us.
What?
And we need to know that that is what inspires our hope as much as anything external to ourselves.
Huh?
And when we
feel that and not allow an election or an individual to dampen that light, and instead let that light kind of carry us, in particular through moments of darkness, that we not only act on that hope, but we inspire that hope in each other. And in particular at this moment, it is so important that we not only have hope, but that we understand that that should be a verb.
Kamala Harris is really working overtime to bring back the good old psycho eyes. Unbelievable. What are you even talking about, lady? We each have light inside of us, okay? And your light is dim because Trump won an election? Is that what we're doing now? Seriously. Please, lady, get to the point. I don't think anybody outside of the most diehard Democrats is treating this like some kind of existential crisis. Most people are just trying to pay their bills, raise their families, and get through the week. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris is standing up there talking about inner light and spiritual connections like she's leading a meditation retreat instead of discussing politics. The thing that drives me crazy is a complete inability for her to speak directly. Imagine we're going through an actual national crisis like the war in Iran. Imagine we're in the middle of this major conflict with Iran, and this woman just walks up to the podium at the White House for a press conference and says, guys, I just want you to understand that we are all special, okay? Just because we dropped 155 bombs today doesn't mean we're not special. Okay, it was a miscalculation. We thought the radar told us those were F-15 aircrafts. Little did we know I misread the report and it actually said 5 to 15-year-old schools. I'm sorry, guys. But remember, we all have light inside of us. Let's connect our light together. Come on, everybody. Let's form a circle. Get your crystals out. Let's sync our periods and pray for everybody, all the children we just killed. Jesus Christ, dude. That's genuinely what listening to this kook feels like. Every serious issue gets filtered through this bizarre language of feelings, vibes, energy, horoscope, blah, 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 blah. These self-help slogans instead of just clear communication. At some point, you have to stop talking like a motivational Oprah wannabe and start talking like an actual leader. Thank God this woman isn't president, really.
I think that there is some real shaking up that we have to do of the rules and the structure. And
does that get rid of the Electoral College?
I think that should be a discussion that we should have. I don't think we should eliminate that as a point of discussion for potential action.
So Kamala Harris says we should definitely discuss eliminating the Electoral College, but then immediately follows that up by saying she doesn't think we should eliminate it, then pivots again and says it's something we should definitely discuss. So let me see if I get this one straight. We should discuss eliminating the Electoral College, but we shouldn't eliminate it, and we should have a discussion about eliminating it without eliminating it. Anybody else follow along on that brilliant point this lady was trying to make? Should we discuss any of this? Is it worth it? Do you support any of it? Do you actually want to be president, lady? Or are you just filling airtime here? Please, God, man, I can't believe that this is how low our republic has fallen. This is such an awful performance from someone who is supposedly a serious political figure, a Democrat frontrunner for president. How is this person even considered a viable candidate for the Democrat Party? This is how far these people have fallen, really? It is genuinely crazy to me that this passes as acceptable leadership. It's weak, feckless, fearful leadership, saying absolutely nothing, dancing around the topic, and managing to flip-flop 3 different times within the span of a 10-second clip. Unbelievable. It's honestly shameful. And the craziest part is that this woman is reportedly thinking about running for president again. She's still treated as a serious contender by Democrats. Really? What are you guys doing? What are we doing? Our country is facing a generational crisis. We've gotten ourselves entangled in what could very well become another multi-decade quagmire in the Middle East. Iran doesn't seem interested in backing away from the conflict. Israel doesn't seem interested in taking the foot off the gas and genociding all their neighbors. Europe is angry and rapidly rebuilding its militaries. There are serious geopolitical issues unfolding all over the world, and this is the level of political discourse we're getting from people who want to lead our country. What the hell are we doing, guys? Why are we platforming these retards who can't give a straight answer to a basic question. Come on, guys. Come on. You got to do better than this, Democrats. Anyway, folks, you tell me what you think in the comments down below. Did we dodge a bullet or did we dodge a nuke? I think it's the latter. Anyway, take care. God bless the USA. Peace.